All right, y'all. Legion wrap up. Buckle up. This one is going to be a doozy. So let's talk about it. Obviously, you guys know that I won the Legion Sports Fest, which is just insane. I am so excited. So coming into the show, I was feeling very confident, right? Like my body was looking good. I'm feeling light, tight. I'm feeling like my routine is strong. I am feeling really, really, really good. I get to the show. I feel good. Like I am feeling like this is my show. Okay. Wake up in the morning. I felt like I looked a little bit flat. So I was starting to like kind of worry about that, but I didn't feel like super flat, but I just was feeling like, I don't know. I feel like I looked better yesterday, but I felt fine. Ruben told me I looked fine. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, Andrea, you're just crazy. Like, shocker. Andrea can't see her body for what it is. Okay, great. Get there, see everybody in real life, because we've only been seeing people on social media, right? So you have all of your kind of predictions on how you think things are going to go based on what you've seen on social media. But when you see people in real life, that changes, right? And that definitely changed for me. I mean, I knew Anya was looking good, but honestly, when I saw Anya in real life, I was like, oh, not beating Anya. Like, I just already knew. As soon as I saw her in real life, like leading into the show, I felt like, oh, I could be in the top 2 in prejudging. Once I saw Anya in real life, I was like, oh, okay, you're not going to beat her. You're probably not going to beat Amber, even though I felt like maybe I could have contended just based purely on shape and size. But I wasn't like feeling very, I pretty much was like, okay, you're not gonna beat these people. But I was feeling like, okay, I'm gonna be in the first call out, right? D Cheeks is very lean, not really big, but lean and has a good shape. Kristen Pope is big, but I was like, I think that I'm leaner than she is and I have a better shape. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna be in the top 4. Like that's all that I need is to be in the top 4 and I can win this show. Prejudging happens. I see Tarek say I'm gonna do 4 in the first call out. I am not in the first call out, right? If you watched my show day video, you saw that I was not in the first call out. I'm a wreck. I was not even after, right? Like after seeing everybody in real life, after like seeing all the posing and doing all the quarter, like I was like shocked when they went down first call outs and I was not in it. Okay. I knew that Anya would be in it. I knew that Amber would be in it. And when he said, I'm doing 4, I'm thinking it's going to be Danielle, me, or Kristen. One of us is not going to be in the first call out. That's what I was thinking when I saw Tarek say, I'm going to do 4. So he said Danielle and I'm like, okay, it's me or Kristen. Like at this point, I know it's me or Kristen. He skips my number. He skips my name, whatever. He says Kristen Pope, and I'm just devastated because I felt like I should have been in the first call out. They do their quarters, great. They do the rest of the call outs. I'm in the middle of the second call out. They take me off stage, okay? Or not off stage, but they're like, okay, Andrea, you can go back. So I'm thinking when we're standing on stage, I'm just praying, please put me, Kristen, and Danielle in a confirmation because I know that I can beat. I know that I belonged in that top 4. I know that I can get into this top 4 if they just put us next to each other. Now, granted, they've already seen me and Kristen next to each other in the alphabetical order. They don't do a confirmation. I'm devastated. I'm like, there's no way to win if I'm in the bottom. Like if I'm in 5th or below in prejudging, there's pretty much no way to win. Whatever. I'm kind of spiraling, but it is what it is. I'm still a little bit like slightly irritated because I was like, man, I know I could have been in that top 4 physiques. Like, I think I have a top 4 physique. Like, this is obviously no shade. It is what it is. This is no shade. I was like, I'm in the top 4. Like, I did not believe at that point, to be honest. I did not think that I should have been behind Danielle or Kristen, to be honest. Danielle, like I said, was leaner than I was, but I was just like, I don't know, I feel like I should have been higher. At the very least 4th. And that's how I felt. But it is what it is. You don't know. You're not looking at it in real time, like what the judges are looking at. Like you're just looking at what you see. And obviously we all have like a skewed perception of what we also look like. Come back. well, no, I didn't come back yet. We're still in the break in between. And like I said, I'm kind of spiraling, just like, how did I not get in the top 4 prejudging? Like, I feel like I look good. Like, and I watch my video over and over again. I watch the video prejudging over and over again. And I'm like, oh no, I feel like I should have been, I feel like at the very least there should have been a confirmation. I'm like, I know that if I could have done quarters with Danielle and Kristen, I know I could have ranked higher. That's just what I kept thinking. But it was too late. They didn't. All of my support system is like, Andrea, just kill routine. You know that routine is your bread and butter. And Taylor's messaging me and she's like, Andrea, just reminding you, I got 8th in prejudging and still won. Like, it's not over. Your routine is that girl. She literally said that girl. I love that. Your routine is that girl. Like, you're not, it's down, not out. And so I just tried to refocus myself and just do the best routine I've ever done. Because despite winning or not, I was like, well, I at least want to win money. And ultimately, as a competitor, you always just want to do your best and top yourself. So I was just like, at the very least, I want to go smash routine. Like, now my new goal is just win routine. Like, maybe I'm not going to win the show, but I at least want to win routine because I do think that I can. Because reminding you, Amber beat me in routine at Arnold. So for me, even to win routine would be like, obviously an improvement, but it's like, okay, I came from behind and I at least leveled up here, right? So I just go, I kill routine. Routine is amazing. A couple tiny things, but honestly, it's the best it's ever been, ever. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of my routine. But again, I'm thinking Amber just won this show because her routine was good. Now, like, I'm trying to think of what I want to say. I did not think that Amber's routine was better than mine, but I thought it was good enough to win, knowing that she probably won prejudging. Anya also had a very good routine. So I thought that we were going to be the top 3. Me, Amber, Anya. They're going through awards. Amber gets 4th. And I'm like, actually, let me backtrack. They tell us only the top 5 are going on stage for awards. I have no clue who it's going to be. I'm praying that I'm in it. And so it was, I mean, you guys saw the awards. Who was it? Abby, Anya, Amber, me, Nevaeh, which was a kind of a shock. Nevaeh has great skills, but I'm not sure personally if I was convinced that the routine composition was like a top 5, but it's also very subjective. She had a lot of fun performing. Her skills were good. Her skills were off the charts, to be honest. Like, I could see it. I'm definitely not saying like she didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that in the moment I was surprised. So that's the top 5. And I'm thinking I got 3rd. You guys, I thought Amber won this show. So much so that I said, Amber, you can't go to Adela. You can't do Adela. Like, I said that to her before awards. I was that confident that she won this show. They call Amber 4th, and I'm like, okay. So it's me, Anya, and Nevaeh. So I'm like, okay, I'm top 2. I figured I would beat Nevaeh only because I beat her in prejudging, and I was just confident that my routine was the top 2. So I was right. They called Nevaeh 3rd, so it's me and Anya. And now at this point, I'm like, okay, well, Anya won because she beat me in prejudging. Her routine was really good. Again, personally, I thought that my routine was a first place routine, but her routine was really good, and I could also see her routine being a first place routine. Sarah told Allison that she thought that Anya's was her favorite. So I'm like, Anya could be the first place routine. And if she's the first place routine, she definitely won because she beat me in prejudging. And on top of that, remember, I think that I'm in 5th place in prejudging. So I'm like, honestly, even if you won routine, Anya probably beat you at least by a point. They call Anya 2nd, you guys. And if you watch the video, you know, I lost it. I stayed on my feet, but I honestly thought I was having a panic attack. I was like I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was so proud and so excited. My speech was a hot mess because I originally started planning a speech like several weeks ago. I started planning a speech, but then I was just like, Andrea, don't do that. You're going to jinx yourself. Like, just see what happens. And And then after prejudging, I was like, well, you're definitely not winning. So I had no plans of any speech. Great. I win the show, go live my life. Scorecards come out. Now here's the controversy. Here's the part that everybody's going to be watching over and over again. This is the part that y'all are going to be having conversations in your group chats with, and I'm fine with that because it is what it is. I was not in first call out. Kristen Pope was in first call out. Again, I will say this. I don't have any shame in saying this. I think that the whole time I should have been ahead of her in prejudging. I wasn't in first call out, but again, I think that I should have been ahead of her from the beginning. Even, like I said, from standing on stage, I'm like, please do a confirmation round so y'all can see that I should be ranked higher. I've watched both of our Gilco posing videos. I still feel very confident that that's correct. So what I think happened is they did first call out. They do the round of quarters. They're obviously looking at everybody. I'm already not in first call out. Once you're not in first call out, you're not in first call out. They couldn't like redo it and be like, wait, let's do it again. We changed our mind. They already didn't put me in first call out. Then they do second call outs. We do our round of quarters. We do a couple round of quarters. Then when I'm in the middle and they take me off stage, what I think happened is they saw the round of quarters and they said, now that we're looking at this, we actually think Andrea should be ranked higher, which is why they took me off stage. Now, again, in my mind, I think it would have eliminated this controversy of me not being in the first call out, but then beating somebody in the first call out if they would have done a confirmation round. However, there's also you don't always have to see people next to each other to know who you think should rank higher. I'm sorry, you didn't need to see Anya next to Nevaeh specifically to know that Anya should rank higher. Maybe they just were like, you know what? Now that we've seen these quarters, we think Andrea should rank higher. That could have happened. Or I asked another judge, not a judge of this show, but I just asked a judge like, hey, I'm not asking your opinion about whether you think it was correct or not. I'm asking, as someone who judges, how this could have happened. And she said, and I told her my theory, which is what I just told y'all. I think they saw the quarters and then they were like, wait a minute. We actually think we got this wrong. Let's change it right now. Or she said they could have been done. Prejudging is over. And then maybe a judge spoke up and said, you know what? I don't feel right about that. I actually think it was this. And then after conversation, they're like, you know what? You're right. We've changed our minds. Either way, no matter what the controversy of how the judging went, of how it happened, the point is that the judges changed their mind about where I should have been ranking. And to protect the integrity of the show, the integrity is about the final rankings. The integrity is not about where you think you should have ranked based on where you were standing. The integrity is we want to make sure that the final standings are correct. And they decided Andrea should be in fourth place. And that's what it is. The judges can change their mind at any time. It's just like if they put me in the center, do a round of quarters, and they decide that Courtney, who's standing next to me, they decide that Courtney's better. They don't need to put Courtney in the middle. They can just say, okay, clear the stage, and they can just write down, okay, well, we all agree that Courtney was better. Just because she wasn't standing in the center at the time doesn't mean they can't decide at any moment that the ranking is different, right? Where you're standing on stage or when you are in a call out, it matters, but it doesn't actually matter. What matters is that the judges make a decision of what the rankings are, and they decide on that. Okay, so I know, again, it's been a lot of controversy on social media. There's people that are like, no, this person should have ranked higher. This person should have ranked higher. Again, I said it in my vlog. I said a lot of people think that just because they're at their best, that means that they should rank a certain place. Sometimes your best doesn't mean that you deserve to be at the top. My best currently, my current ceiling is not enough to beat Amber. So just because I'm at my best doesn't mean I get to be like, well, that's wrong. I should have been ranked higher. Your ceiling is your ceiling. It doesn't mean that you deserve to rank somewhere or another. My conditioning was on par with the top 3. I think that I should have been in the 4th place spot. Like I said, personally, I think if we would have done a round of quarters, I could have contended for the 3. But Tarek's feedback for me was, your front shot is amazing, but I need more detail in the back. If you turn us to the back, Danielle has more detail in her back than I do. So even though, like I said, I think I could have contended to beat Danielle, based on my feedback, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense that he ranked Danielle above me because she has the detail in her back. I don't. But if the feedback is your front shot is killer, you need more detail in your back, I'm sure he would probably offer the same feedback to Kristen. If you look at our back shots next to each other, she doesn't have any more detail in her back than I do. She has a bigger back than I do, but she doesn't have any more detail. So from a conditioning standpoint, we were on par. I was tighter in real life. You can look at it in our legs. You can look at it in our model poses. I have lines on the inside of my legs. She doesn't. From the front, same thing. I have striations in my shoulders. She doesn't. So even though, yes, she was in first call out, I don't think that it was wrong that I was in that 4th place spot. To be honest, I also wouldn't, again, I personally thought that I should have been in that top 4, but if I would have been in 5th, I wouldn't have been like, this is wrong. I would have been like, they were looking more for size. There is criteria, but there is also flexibility within that criteria. Tarek is known to be a shape guy. Muscle contest in general, which Patrick is a muscle contest judge as well. Muscle contest in general is known to be shape and conditioning oversize. They don't want the big belly. They don't want the distended waist. In another lineup, Courtney probably would have wrecked everybody. In front of another judge that prioritizes size, then Courtney would have ranked higher, right? But these people prioritize shape. Abby might have ranked lower, right? Like in front of a different panel of judges, Anya would have ranked higher than Amber because Anya was in really good condition. I think their shapes are similar, but Anya obviously is more muscular. So it's like I said, I think the controversy of this show, this is the most that I've seen competitors being like, this is wrong, this is unfair, which is just crazy to me because like these judges are going to judge you again. Tarek is judging Alabama again. There is criteria, but there's also flexibility and nuance within the criteria. So like I said, that's the controversy. I got 4th in prejudging, which is how I won this show. Even though I wasn't in the first call out, like I said, judges can change their mind at any time. Their goal is to make sure that it is correct and that they feel confident that it is correct. If they thought that I was in 4th place, even after putting me in second call out, then I was in 4th place. That's how I won the show. Love that for myself. But what I will say in general, because again, it's not just 1 or 2 people, it's several people, and it's across several shows. I literally posted this not even about this show before. I posted a thing and I talked about it on my vlog, and I've already said it in this, so I'm not going to like totally fully go back into it, but you can be at your best and not be the best, and it is what it is. You can be at 80% and be the best, and it is what it is. And I think the sooner we all start learning how to not blame the judges and instead take their feedback, then we all get better, right? Because if it's just like weight loss, I say this to my members all the time, the sooner you can take responsibility, the sooner you can take control. If you're not losing weight, but you're saying, well, it's my hormones, it's this, it's that, you're giving away your power to improve your situation because you're blaming it on things that are not in your control. As soon as you can learn in bodybuilding, instead to say, see, they got it wrong. Okay, great. Then keep bringing the same thing that's not doing well. And just hope that they just suddenly change their minds about what they like. No, take responsibility. They said I need more detail in my back. Guess what I'm going to bring to the Olympia? More detail in my back. If they tell me, Sandy told me I needed bigger quads. I personally am like, dude, I don't really think I need bigger quads for my shape. Sandy told me to bring bigger quads. Sandy's the judge. She's the person who decides where I rank. If she says I need bigger quads, I'm bringing bigger quads. Like, I think as soon as we, in general, like I said, start to learn how to look at ourselves objectively and take feedback from the people who are ranking us then we can be in control of bringing something better instead of bringing the same thing and saying you're wrong every time. You're wrong. I'm doing it. Clearly they don't think that you are, or you'd be ranking higher, right? So anyway, like I said, send this to all your friends. I'm sure it's going to be controversial, but I don't mind being controversial. The point is that I got 4th place in prejudging, and I won the routine, and I won the show, and I'm going to the Olympia. Love that for myself. So that's Legion Sports Fest. We're coming up on Adela. I'll talk about Adela in my vlog. And then we start a new series, you guys. We're no longer chasing the Olympia. What are we doing? We're not vibing in the jacket.